we're building an open platform for computation. What that means is that anybody can connect to it. You can connect there with data. You can connect there with, you can fetch data from it, push it in. You can pretty much take anything out. So that means any kind of information, any kind of computation, any kind of calculation. Let me just walk you through what it does here. So it's a tool for doing calculations. These nodes behave a little bit like a cell in Excel. So if I start typing in here, you'll see that it gives me an answer. I can drag that out and then use it for something else. So in a bit the way you would in Excel, I can refer to another node. If I literally type in there, you will see that cascade down. There's something else this does, which is I can go in here and add rows. So as soon as I do that, anywhere that's using it, that cascades as well. So if I put 2 answers in, I get 2 answers out. The outputs of one of these nodes can be any kind of data. So in this one, you see it kicks out numbers. If you're lucky, you can get a list. You could also use this for images, for sound, for video even, for visualizations of your numbers. And there's one crucial element that you can also use this for, and that is for functions themselves. Pretty much whatever calculation you use, you can put it in there, you can get a function out, you can build other things with it, share them again, build more things with it, share them again. So you can see you can use pretty much anything. Now, the point about this is that we connect 3 things together. We've got data, you can put that in from anywhere. It can be of any shape, so that means it could be a single number, it could be a list. It could also be an entire multi-dimensional table, if you wanted to, but also pretty much any other type, images, whatever you want. You connect that to nodes which do something, and that can be pretty much anything, and it outputs some other data. That's pretty much the concept. What we're trying to get to here is a system where pretty much no 2 people ever have to do the same calculation twice. It means that whatever you're trying to do, you can go in there and search for it. Somebody else will have done it, and you're never starting with a blank sheet. So that's kind of what I'd like to ask about. That's pretty much it. So I open the floor to questions.
It strikes me almost like a if this then that for maths, and like the way that they have recipes is really great because I can imagine people finding different combinations of nodes tied together, and that's really strong. I think in terms of an initial user base, like, so my girlfriend's an ex-maths teacher, and I know that like tapping into the academic world, particularly teaching maths, which is really dull, as in from my personal experience, something like this makes it a whole lot more interactive, and it really makes you see how you can do really complicated calculations quite simply. So I think the education potential for this is really big.
Really cool product. I really liked just the idea of kind of connecting things. There's nothing that I've seen that really visualizes equations just like that. I think the poorest sister at the moment is probably Excel.
It's a competitor in a way. It's quite different in other ways, and I'm not sure that the user base overlap. And what I've found showing people this before is that the most enthusiastic users of Excel are the people who are kind of in the middle of the skills range.
Sometimes the people that are using it are not necessarily the customer. So in a business, the customer of Excel are the senior guys, not the junior guys.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say it may be a competitor is Excel is a great tool for visualizing calculations. It's not a very powerful tool, and it's got heaps of limitations. But the reason why senior people like it is so they can see how things flow through and therefore check work.
A couple of things. Just, is it all run on the web?
It's all on. Well, that's a good question, actually. This version does the calculation in the browser.
Yeah.
The next version does both.
Did you add other users onto a similar sheet?
It's collaborative. You can add other users onto the same sheet.
Cool. That's all got time for. Thank you.